Hey everybody, this is RC. If you are a photographer, you already know how amazing the use of a Wacom tablet is for your workflow, but I want to make sure that you get even more out of the tablet. So to that, I'm going to give you a couple of tips and tricks that I think are super important. Let's first start with Lightroom. Now, Lightroom is the de facto program that you're going to use to edit your images, but one of the biggest problems that you have is the process of culling. And what do I mean by that? Well, when you have a take of images, right now I have 42 images inside of one collection here. I want to be able to make sure that I take all of the pictures that I don't like and separate them from the pictures that I do like. And that's something that I tell people right off the bat is super important for you to work with when you're working your very best images. Get rid of all of the garbage. That's the easiest thing for you to do. Now, in order for me to be able to do that, a lot of the times I tell people I don't want to touch the computer, because the more you touch the computer, the more you're going to be apt to go, oh, I want to adjust this, or I want to be able to work on this. Don't do that. So this is what I would do instead. I need to be able to mark rejected and picked images and get rid of them and make that separation. Use your ExpressKeys. Let me show you how to configure them here. So I'm going to go inside of my Wacom Desktop Center, and inside of here I'm going to click on the Intuos Pro M, and I'm going to go over to my ExpressKey settings. Now, you'll notice that any application that you have open can be added to this application list here. And what I want to do is I want to be able to add Lightroom to the list. So because I have this open, I'm going to click on this plus sign here, and notice that you'll see currently open applications right here. I'm going to select Lightroom Classic and select OK. Now that I have that open, it's super easy for you to do. All I'm going to do here is, using these ExpressKeys here at the top, I'm going to click on Keyboard and Keystroke, and I'm going to set that top one to the letter P. Once I have that set, I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to set the bottom one in that list, so that's this guy right here. I'm going to grab that, I'm going to set this to clicks, or keyboard, keystroke, and I'm going to set that to the letter X. Right off the bat, the touch ring already has an auto scroll and zoom, so we should be okay. Anytime that I'm using Lightroom Classic, it's going to use those key settings. So inside of here, I can go ahead and go over to one of these pictures, and the moment I have that picture selected, I'm going to grab this top button, I'm going to press the letter P, and notice that now it's marked it as picked. From here, I'm going to grab this, bottom one, and marks it as rejected. So now I have pick, rejected, pick, pick. So what I can do from here is I'm going to hit the Shift-Tab key to get rid of the interface, double-click on this to bring it to the very top, and I'm going to hit the letter L to dim and L to turn this off again. And now all I have to do is just sit back and just go pick, pick, no, rejected, 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 don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, and I don't have to touch the keyboard. What's even better still is that the touch ring, because it's set to auto scroll, I can go ahead and I can move backwards and forwards and get exactly where I want. So now I can continue to pick and reject and pick and reject and go through all of the images in no time flat. And all I'm doing is just sitting back and actually watching this process. One of the other features that I like here is that I can take the tablet off of the desk and actually work with it on my lap or away from the computer itself. Once I get all of the images that I would like, I can always hit the letter G for the grid mode. I'm going to Shift Tab to bring the interface back up, hit the letter L, and now all of my images have been sorted. If I go over to my Attribute tab, I can filter by rejected, turn that off, filter by picked. All of that stuff has been taken care of, and now you're using your ExpressKeys to take your photography even further.